Just about set for nighttime baseball from the gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri, and Busch Stadium. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Lance Lynn is a strike-throwing machine. Not an overpowering guy. He's 92 to 95 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 60 to 70% fastballs. Does have the slider and does use his changeup. He's primarily a fastball-type pitcher. If he has that good breaking ball, he could be really tough.
Here's Starling Marte. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Watson is there, and the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
I mean, that is the epitome of just a beautiful bunt right there. Putting it in no man's land. No play to be made. Beats it out. Puts himself on the base paths, and now he's a stolen base threat.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Here it comes on 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, not a great way to start, right? You come fresh out of the bullpen, you throw a couple of pitches. Next thing you know, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
I'm going to take you inside the mindset of a hitter right here. Free ribby out there. Don't ground into a double play.
First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box, Chris Davis. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Mercado moves over. 1 down. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mercado sprinting after it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. And the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Count is 1-2 now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Mercado looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton, number 43 on the year for him, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Number 23.
Into the box now, number 23. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Francisco Liriano gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, give you the book on Francisco Liriano. Good 3-pitch mix. Fastball 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good straight changeup, and a slider he'll use to both lefties and righties. This is a lefty that could be a top of the rotation guy.
Now in the box, Danny Santana. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Trying to lay one down, but he misses strike 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, if you're pitching, you better look out for Yadier Molina. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. And we all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
That's inside. 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Stanton on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. Stepping into the box, Matt Carpenter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail here 4-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
On the year, Reyes brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Broadway ranging into shallow right. He can't get there as it falls in. So digging in now, Starling Marte. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Now batting, second baseman, Mike.
Digging in now, Mike Moustakas. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Moustakas tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and two runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
3-1 to him now. Moustakas lets it go as he'll trot down to first on ball 4.
Now batting number 22, center fielder Andrew McCutchen.
Standing in, Andrew McCutchen. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Goodwin moves over. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping up now, Chris Davis. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Randall Grichuk. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down. Coming to the plate now, Yadier Molina, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Outside. 3-0 now. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Batting fifth, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Molina leads off first with 1 away. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now a 5-2 game.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2, it's doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Stepping in now, Mel Watson. Marte is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Missed with a slider.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So striding forward now, Lance Lynn. Liriano sets. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. A runner on first with 2 away. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Into the box, Danny Santana. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. And he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
In now, Andrew Broadway. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Ready for another chance? Pedro Alvarez, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Oh, 1, here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
This one's down to third. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, number 23.
Up next for the Buccos, number 23. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
2-1.
That's a win.
2 out, nobody on. Three and one.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
There's ball 4.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical, if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
First pitch on its way to short. Reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. But this will be foul. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. For the current campaign, Carpenter carries a hitting line just over the 2.8 plateau. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So here's the cleanup hitter, Randall Grichuk. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
1 out, nobody on. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
3-0 now. Brian Goodwin would be next. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order too.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Marte. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. His club's holding a 5-3 lead. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Francisco Liriano. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
A pick for the Pirates.
Here's Starling Marte. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, but this is foul for the first strike. Now the pitch. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. Number 35 now on the season, and it's now 6-3.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Oh, there it goes in the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, number 33 on the year, as it is now 7-3.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. So he'll depart here tonight, and these fans will not be terribly appreciative, I don't imagine, as he was pretty much dreadful in this one. Carlos Martinez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Chris Davis now, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. One and one, the count to Chris Davis.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Pirates 7 and the Cardinals 3. Ready to take his hacks again, Brian Goodwin, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mel Watson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Fouled away. High in the air out to center field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. Stepping in, Oscar Mercado. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Goodwin, base runner at first with 1 out. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Martinez.
So coming to the plate, Carlos Martinez. And their runners at the corners now. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Danny.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Danny Santana. A hit in 2 tries so far. Liriano sets. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. This one's down to third. Alvarez has got it. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. After the break, we'll see the former number 1 overall pick, Pedro Alvarez, start things out. In now is Pedro Alvarez. It was a walk in his last trip.
Pedro Alvarez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
Hey, 2 tough pitches right there, and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Ready once again, number 23. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Stepping in, Jose Reyes. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Standing in now, Francisco Liriano. Here's the 0-1. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Starling Marte. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Andrew Broadway, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
There to pull it in is Alvarez, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Randall Grichuk. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And this one's taken for ball 4. So good work there as the Redbirds have got a 2-out base runner.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. But the runner's back easily. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Moustakas has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Moustakas. He'll match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. That's lifted the other way out to left. Goodwin comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Andrew McCutchen already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
1-0 the count. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Missed with a breaking ball.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Outside and low, 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The batter, third baseman, Pedro.
Stepping into the box, Pedro Alvarez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
1-1 the count. Davis is off at first with 2 away. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Leading off the inning, Brian Goodwin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Brian Goodwin.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Mel Watson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike. Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. To 2-2 now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Oscar Mercado will be next. He loses him on ball 4. In now, Oscar Mercado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now another 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The pitcher, number 44, Carlos Martinez.
Juan Lagares will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
Lagares.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. So far on the year, Lagares is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 0-2, here it is. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Danny Santana. Liriano sets. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Here's the 0-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Cards strand a couple. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the seventh inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Matt Cassidy will come on in relief now, and he'll be making appearance number 80 on the season thus far. Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First delivery to him on the way. Smoke toward third. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Singled home a run in his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Leading off the inning, Andrew Broadway, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Justin Wilson.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a play.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the pitch. In there, strike one. Wilson, a California-born ball player. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line. And the throw is in time, and that will end the inning in style. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Logan Morrison is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Logan Morrison.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-0 count. The pitch towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's Starling Marte. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. Morrison gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first down. Settling in now, Mike Moustakas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. This is line to left. Goodwin is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Ernesto Fry trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Ernesto Fry.
Stepping in now, Chris Davis. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 9-3 game now.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Mercado looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 36 on the year for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting, right fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pittsburgh leads this one 12-3. Jared Hughes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Jared Hughes.
So stepping in, Yadier Molina. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Soft liner out toward left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
He's set and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Molina on at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Mel Watson. Little dribbler down the line. 1 there, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Oscar Mercado. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. From the stretch, a knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss. This is in the air out to straightaway center. McCutchen on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. The Gateway Arch illuminated at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Striding in, number 23. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Number 23.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
1 strike.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In now, Jose Reyes, as he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Now the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. The pitcher, Jared Hughes, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, two gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Starling Marte. Runner in scoring position with two gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Gonna be a tough play. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his third knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had two great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his third knock of the game, that's awesome.
Keith Butler enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box now, Mike Moustakas, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That's lifted the other way out to left. Goodwin is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Pirates strand a couple. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Danny Esslinger will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Watches a fastball right there for strike one, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Behind 0-2 now. A lean, and he's got it. Oh, he picked it right out of the first base dugout, and that's the first out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Danny Santana. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Softly hit toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Andrew Broadway.
Ready now, Andrew Broadway. Matthew Mora will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a soft liner. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Here's Matt Carpenter. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Missed with a slider. The 1-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Broadway leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Catch is made, and the Pirates have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are two different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
12-3 is the way this one ends. The Pittsburgh Pirates win for the 115th time to set the pace in the division. Francisco Liriano gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season. Lance Lynn allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.